What's up, guys? It's your girl, Nicole.Young. If you're new here, welcome. I am so glad that you're here. And if you are returning, welcome back. We've got a lot to catch up on. So a lot has happened over the last couple of months, and I just wanted to take some time to update you guys because a lot is going to be happening. You're going to see a lot more here going into the end of the year and beyond into the new year, and I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. So just a quick recap, if you've been following along on my journey, you know that at the beginning of this year, I started attending a full stack software engineering bootcamp, and we finished that in May. It was challenging, it was tough, but we got through it. Then after boot camp, I went into a fellowship, which was like a teaching assistant position with that boot camp. Then we finished in early September. I was still trying to figure out exactly what the right move was for me in terms of what to do next. Get a job, go back into freelancing, figure out my own options. And at the end of September, I actually joined into a partnership with a buddy of mine I met over on YouTube here, and we decided to go into business together and build our company in 100 days with the goal of making $50,000 by the end of this year. So if you've been following along on that journey, you know that we are no longer doing that, but I still haven't explained why. So that is one of the things we need to catch up on. There's also a couple other questions that you guys have been asking me, so I figured we just catch up today. So we're gonna talk about what happened with the 50K challenge, what I am going to be doing now that I'm out of boot camp, the challenge is over, and I have all of these full stack software engineering skills. What have I been doing? And in general, what you guys can expect from this channel as we move forward, what kind of content I will be creating on here and on my social media platforms, Instagram and TikTok. All right, let's get into it. So, what happened with the 50K in 100 days challenge? So if you guys have been following along, you know that I posted a, female founder challenges video, just discussing some of the issues that I was having. For brevity, I'm not gonna go deep into those, so just check it out if you're interested. But the conversation that we had did go pretty well with that when I brought up those issues, but as we hit, the 1 month mark and into the 2 month mark, I just realized that some of the challenges were going to be challenges as long as I was in that type of partnership and situation. And some things were things that I needed to, figure out myself. And so it's difficult to be trying to work quickly for something and also trying to work things out within yourself in terms of how I worked with others and the pace. I also didn't feel like our direction was ever very clear. Generally, we knew we wanted to help Black and brown people get into the tech industry and help Black and brown companies to, come into the new tech age, but we never specified how we were going to do that, and that was really difficult for me, not having a very specific direction. So it was challenging. Those challenges were definitely part of the problem, but there were a couple other things over time that piled up that led me to ultimately deciding that I was pulling out of that partnership. Another part of it, aside from those challenges and the lack of direction, was that things started to pick up with my personal brand. So if you guys don't know already, I make money with the content creation, and this is a source of income for me now. And it was one that I relied on heavily this year. It was the reason why I was able to take some time off to go to Full Stack Bootcamp. It was the reason why I was able to say yes to an opportunity like starting a company in 100 days with a friend of mine. And I am so grateful for this community, so blessed to be able to create content that I'm really passionate about, and then you guys actually watch it and people actually want to pay me to create more content. It's crazy, honestly. It's a blessing though. and things started to pick up a little bit more. I was getting a few more opportunities, doing things that I'm really excited about, and I just felt like I was being pulled in a lot of different directions. And it did get to a point where, the frustrations and challenges I was having with that challenge, plus the new and exciting things that were happening with this brand, it started to get to a point where I felt like that challenge was getting in the way of like the ultimate goals that I had and of me being able to accomplish those goals. And so I was not happy about having to make that decision. It was a decision that I did not take lightly, and I was a little disappointed because I was excited about it in the beginning. But ultimately, I had to make a choice. I realized that I couldn't keep continuing on being pulled in so many different directions. And so I had to make a choice, and that choice was to continue on with what I was doing and to pull out of the challenge. Speaking of my content creation and things like that, when I had some time off to think about what I was going to do ultimately, I definitely want to still create for you guys and create more, because I do think that it's fun for all of us to learn alongside each other as we build our technical skills, as we learn more about the metaverse, and as we try to build our own businesses and create lives of more freedom and flexibility. So definitely going to still do that, but I also decided that I'm going to do it. I'm going to get back into freelancing and scale it to bigger than what it had been when I first got started. So it was a little bit of a scary decision to make because it feels like I'm starting from scratch again, but I'm not starting from scratch. I'm going to be able to take the experience that I did have and a lot of the new things that I have learned on my own and also through bootcamp and combine those and create something that really feels good to me. So right now I'm in the process of deciding, ironing out the details of what kind of business structure I want to use, what services and pricing is going to look like, and just in general, what the brand is going to look like, what my website's going to look like for this venture. And so it's really exciting, super new, but of course I'm going to share the entire process with you because I think that's just what we do here on this channel. We share the journey, the ups and the downs, the difficulties, all of that. And this is something I'm really excited about. I really loved being able to work with small businesses and women-owned businesses when I first got started freelancing, and I hope to do that at just a little bit of a larger scale now. So we'll see how it goes, but definitely expect to see more content about that on this channel. You can definitely expect to see more content here and on my social media platforms. I'm going to commit to posting on Tuesdays and Fridays here on YouTube. I wasn't as able to be super consistent while I was going through boot camp and juggling different things and figuring my stuff out, but I'm in a place where things are settling down and I'm able to do that, and I want us to have consistent times to check in and learn from each other. So that's what it's going to be. You can also expect to see a little bit more from me on Instagram and TikTok. I just got on TikTok recently, but I'm loving it, and I'm loving the ability to share more quickly and kind of more in the moment. So definitely check me out there. Right now, I am doing Vlogmas on Reels and TikTok. So definitely, if you want to check in with me every day, make sure you're following me there. Oh, and also just expect to see more content from me, not just about freelancing and tech, but also just about life in general and the lifestyle design aspects of my journey as well, because I feel like there are a lot of processes and things and routines in my life that I have been implementing that very much so affect, what I'm learning, how I'm, doing the things that I do, and I want to be able to share more of that with you. So definitely expect to see more vlog content, more travel content, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to create lives of more flexibility and freedom as tech entrepreneurs. And I think that showcasing more of that is going to be really fun and helpful for all of us. So yeah, that's it. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit the like on this video. It lets me know that you are here for it on the journey of where we're moving forward, and also hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any more videos. Make sure you tune in on Tuesdays and Fridays to see what's new here. But otherwise, you guys, I hope that you have an amazing December holiday season. I love you, I'm rooting for you, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.